So we have a lot of news to cover surrounding the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits, as well as the latest news in Congress. So you want to be sure to stay until the end of this video. And don't forget, this Friday, I'll be announcing a winner of a free $100 Amazon gift card. That's right folks, this Friday I'll be announcing one winner of a free $100 Amazon gift card. And all they have to do to win is subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and stay until the end of this video. I want to do my best in providing you guys with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. And I also want to help out my community by sending out a free Amazon gift card. And remember everybody, if you want to enter the gift card giveaway, then just subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.
We need to provide a direct emergency $2,000 cash payment to every household in America every month for the duration of the crisis to provide them with the assistance they need to pay their bills and take care of their families. We must place an immediate moratorium on evictions.
In addition folks, we have some breaking news from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She insisted on Sunday that House Democrats will not approve the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure deal unless the Senate also passes the party's overall $3.5 trillion spending plan. Pelosi linked the fates of the two pieces of legislation last month when she said the House would not take up the infrastructure bill unless the proposed spending measure was passed by reconciliation. And this is a procedural tactic that would allow the Democrats to pass the measure in the 50-50 Senate by simple majority and bypass Republicans. Ocasio-Cortez said that House Democrats must back the proposal. Now the $3.5 trillion spending plan is already unpopular with Republicans, and the controversial move to combine both initiatives could derail the entire negotiation process. I just want to see our politicians in Congress, everybody, send out another stimulus relief payment. There are many Americans across the country that are in need of financial help, and a fourth stimulus check would definitely help people. And if you guys agree with me, then let's get this video to 5,000 likes.
We have a duty to the Constitution and to the country to find the truth, to follow the facts where they take us, and to honor the trust that the American people have placed in us.
But here's the latest news surrounding your Social Security benefits, everybody. According to CNBC, President Biden campaigned on changes to Social Security, including benefit increases in payroll taxes for those making $400,000 and up. But his tax proposals this week did not adjust the program, in part due to limitations of the legislative process that the administration could pursue. But experts say a Democratic proposal for the program could still come this year. By the way folks, how do you think President Biden is doing so far on your Social Security benefits? Should he act quicker and better in order to better assist our seniors? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. Now as I said, Biden's campaign called for applying Social Security payroll taxes to those making $400,000 and up. This year, wages up to $142,000 are subject to that tax, which is just 6.2% of wages for both workers and employees. But folks, Biden did call for the increased levies to help pay for proposed benefit increases, including raising the minimum Social Security benefit to at least 125% of the federal poverty level. And there are several reasons why higher Medicare levies would make it into Biden's tax package, while the Social Security tax would not. For one, Biden's tax package is likely to get taken up via budget reconciliation, and Social Security cannot be used in that process per legislative rules.
We have throughout this country millions of seniors trying to get by on $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 a year. I don't know how they do it. They can't afford the prescription drugs they need. They can't afford to heat their homes adequately. They can't afford the food they need to maintain their health. To my mind, when I hear Republicans talking about cutting Social Security, that is reprehensible. Even worse, talking about privatizing Social Security. So what we have got to do as a nation is, first of all, to understand Social Security is not going broke. Social Security has $2.8 trillion in the trust fund, can pay out every benefit owed for the next 19 years.
All in all, everybody, President Biden has to do a better job in helping out our seniors. He must keep his promise to the great American people and send out more stimulus relief. If you guys agree with me, then leave a comment down below saying I agree. Now, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and the other Democratic leaders called on the Biden administration to immediately extend the nation's eviction moratorium, calling it a moral imperative to prevent Americans from being put out of their homes during a crisis. An estimated 3.6 million Americans are at risk of eviction. Congress wasn't able to pass legislation swiftly to extend the ban, which then expired at midnight Saturday. And the Democratic leaders said in a statement that it was now up to President Joe Biden's administration to act. They called on the Biden administration to extend the moratorium through October 18th. Action is needed and it must come from the administration, Pelosi said. And the White House, folks, has urged localities and states to tap into aid already approved by Congress that had no direct response to the Democrats' call for action. And some Democratic lawmakers said they were caught by surprise last Thursday when President Biden announced that he would not extend the moratorium again in the wake of a Supreme Court ruling that suggested congressional action was necessary for another extension. Now, lawmakers were left with only days to act before the ban actually expired, creating frustration and anger and exposing a rare rift with the administration. On Sunday, hours after the expiration, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said the Democrats had to call a spade and pointed to her own party. AOC said, "We cannot in good faith blame the Republican Party when House Democrats have a majority." Ocasio-Cortez and other Democratic representatives, such as Cori Bush, camped outside the Capitol over the weekend. On Saturday, with no legislative action pending, Representative Maxine Waters, who is the chair of the Financial Services Committee, told CNN, "We thought that the White House was in charge." The CDC put the ban in place as part of the crisis response, when jobs shifted and many workers lost income. Now, this ban was intended to hold back the spread among people that were put on the streets and the shelters. What are your thoughts on this, everybody? Should President Biden extend the eviction moratorium? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no.
To hold the House members together. And what happens in the House is incredibly critical to what happens in the Senate. You are seeing a number of House lawmakers come out at this point and try and make demands about what they want to see in that bipartisan infrastructure bill, threatening to vote against it. I mean, I know that we're talking really tight margins in the Senate with...
Now, another source of frustration for lawmakers is the slow pace of the pandemic relief already approved by Congress. Nearly $47 billion in federal housing aid to the states, getting to renters and landlords owed payments. Biden has actually called on local governments to take all possible steps to disperse the funds immediately. Landlords have also argued for speeding up the distribution of rental assistance and oppose another extension of the moratorium. But as the deadline approached, House Speaker Pelosi and other Democrats asked Congress to check into how the money already allocated had been distributed so far in their own states and localities. She said the Treasury Department, which transferred the funds earlier in the year, offered to brief lawmakers during the coming week. And when the Supreme Court voted 5-4 in late June to allow the broad eviction ban to continue through the end of July, many Republicans were actually opposed to the idea. The White House has though maintained that President Biden wanted to extend the moratorium, but that concerns remained over challenging the court, and doing so could lead to a ruling restricting